Hello, this is Patrick. Welcome to Chart Built Wealth, Profitable Investing with Technical Analysis. Well, it is Sunday evening, January 26th, and I wanted to go over my current positions. So let's get into it. The S&P 500, I went bearish back, I don't know, a week ago, and put my stop up here at the prior high. We closed 2 cents above that on Friday. I'm maintaining the bearish position. That's not enough to warrant me getting stopped out. And um, and so I think the potential downside is enormous. But I also have to recognize where my risk is, in this case, on the upside, since I'm shorting or betting that the S&P 500 is going to go down. So short term, the market's overbought. We still got negative divergences on the weekly and monthly charts, suggesting that a change of trend is coming, and we'll see if we'll get it. It looks like the futures are down some tonight. So bearish on the S&P 500. I think you can make money shorting the S&P 500 at this point. Silver, my latest buy recommendation. It had a pretty good week. Uh, and this is the big picture. This is why I have this at the top of my buy list of the things that I'm currently long in or that I think that I'm bullish on. And this is a 14-year symmetrical triangle. Resistance and support broke out back in 2024 early on, went up, and now it's come back a little bit and given us a new opportunity to add to that position. And so it looks like the futures looks like silver's going to be down tomorrow. So I'll be adding on that weakness, as in most other commodities. The potential upside here is 77, which would be 130% higher than where we currently are. I don't think you're going to get that in Bitcoin. You're not going to get that in gold. You're not going to get that in any in NVIDIA. The potential for a really big move here in silver is there. My stop is at 28. And the reason why I get to 28 is I look at the point and figure chart, and the point and figure chart is the least subjective chart. It's based on supply and demand. I don't draw these X's and O's. Um, the prior chart, I draw the trend lines. This is not for me, so it's less subjective. And we have a bullish trend line intact. We're, a couple of boxes above that. And so our risk is down to 28, which would break this blue trend line. And our potential upside based on just the point and figure chart is 51, which is, I don't know, what is that, 65% potential upside. So again, I like when the point and figure chart and my more subjective charts are in line. And uh, and so again, I think the reward to risk is really favorable. I will warn you, silver is very volatile. So manage your position and the size of your position accordingly. It's tough to trade. It's kind of like natural gas or something like that. So that is silver, bullish on silver. Copper, another metal that I'm bullish on. And here's the history of my copper positions, and we had an inverse head and shoulders pattern here back in 2023 and early 2024. And when it broke out of that, I suggested to buy it with a price projection up to 31.50. Well, I got to 31.63. I went neutral, took my money off the table. Then I tried to buy it back here a couple of weeks later, and then I got stopped out a little bit lower, and then I bought it again back in August of 2024. It came down. It's all within this big consolidation, which is a ascending triangle, actually. My stop is down here at 24.5. I like the fact that we're above this cluster of moving averages, which is used to be resistance when we were down here, and now it's support. So big on copper, think it could go very, very far. The bigger picture on copper suggests really high prices similar to silver. So it looks like copper will be down tomorrow. I'll be adding the copper. And the point and figure chart agrees. We got our bullish trend line intact. We got our bullish price projection of 49, and we're at 27. So again, copper's very volatile too, but the upside here is what, 100%. So that's where we're at. Bullish on copper. Here's a more, I think, a more conservative play, but the potential is still really big. So I really like Excelon. We had a little bit of a down week last week, but the prior week was really up big. And this is all in the face of bond yields going up, which normally affects utilities negatively because of the interest rate sensitivity. But here's what we're hanging our hat on is this big 2 year, 2.5 year uh, descending triangle with the resistance line here and the support line on the bottom of that triangle. We got a breakout and a retest, and now we're hopefully headed back up. And the price projection is 51. And so we're at, let's call it 40. We're at, maybe 30% potential additional upside. So again, I really like Exelon. Number one, if we do get into a bearish market, utilities will outperform the broader market, most likely. Historically, they have. So it's a nice complement to maybe a short position in the S&P 500. And here's China. China hung on by the skin of our teeth. And now we've had a nice up week, and we had a little bit of follow through last week, up 2 points, just about 3% last week. And the big picture on China is similar to silver and some of those other things, suggesting big, big upsides. So we'll take it one step at a time. Currently bullish on China. This is the large cap ETF by iShares. Microsoft, hung on by the skin of its teeth, and was able to jump up above this confluence of moving averages, which is was resistance, and now it is support. This is not a big pattern. It looks like a big triangle, but this is only over a 6 month, 5 month period, whereas the copper and the silver and the Exelon were two, multiple years. So just to put that, the bigger the pattern, normally the bigger the move. So I want to put this Microsoft breakout in context. The price projection is projected to be 517. I will be looking to move this stop up to get us to a break even when I can. I like being long this because it's going to give us a barometer of where the market's going. If we see this breakout fail, like we almost saw it a couple of days ago, and it does fail, then we kind of know the market is in trouble. But right now, long Microsoft. Platinum, this would be at the bottom of my list just because it hasn't been able, this again, a big pattern. So this is a 2, 3 year pattern. And the price projection, if it can get above, let's call it 98, 99, would be to 144, which would be a big, big move. Right now, we're running into a confluence of moving averages similar to what we saw in copper. Copper was able to get through that last week. Platinum has not, but maintaining my bullish recommendation. I got my stop down here at 82.5. I know support on this big triangle, 2 year triangle is at, oh, I don't know, I'd call it 78 or so, but I want to cut my loss if we break 82.5 on a closing basis. Thank you for watching Chart Built Wealth, Profitable Investing with Technical Analysis. Please like and subscribe. I do give intra-market, intraday updates, and they can be helpful to you. Have several things I'm eyeing, but with a bearish call on the market right now, I need to see more proof. Good trading to you this week. Have a great rest of your evening. Talk to you soon.